It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we're running it back with the two teams from Super Bowl VI. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Coming up next.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions in only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
Hey, here we go. Here we go, going to 54. One here. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Looking to pass first play is Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be out right at the 35. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. There's Cooks in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shot at midfield. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Gtowncapp. Go, get out there. Gun. Hey, kill. There we go, kill. Hey, 47. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Switch it, hey. Here we go, going to 54, one here. Here we go, 46.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? Hey, kill. Here we go. Go to 53.
Throwing. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Tua now on first down.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
20, TX. Hey, 21, TX. Solo left Zion.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down.
A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise I knew he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders on the Dolphin field goal unit.
He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with
like
sports.
That. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that
really
one.
Good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Let's go. Here we go. Kill. What do you think?
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Cooks will come in motion right. Here's Pollard again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4.
Get out there.
3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point.
Here we go, 46.
Play action now. Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
In motion, the tight end.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go, going to 54, wide in. Here we go, 46, 46. Switch, 8. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54, wide in.
Here's Prescott.
That is incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, kill! Then we're going to 53. Hey, kill!
They just get the play off. Now Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Under.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
47. Here we go, 47. Go. Get out there.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left.
That's complete downfield to Cooks.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks, 36 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ending up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes through.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
21G.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. That's pulled in at the 32. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The slot man in motion right. Final play of the half. Prescott. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. The opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Looking to pass. Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 51 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are even at 10 apiece.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he returns this to the 22. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. after that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Phillips looking like he may be a long-term centerpiece of the Miami defense. Put up 7 sacks last season. The Fins, they're hoping he can become a game wrecker here in year 3.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Prescott now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Ready. 21G.
Waddle, the motion man right. Now a give to Mostert running right. Down inside the 40.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Go ahead.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Turbo one high.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, Tua. He'll swing this out to Mostert. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now Tua. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. He goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite this at 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Why?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is caught. It's close. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They got 29 yards that time.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Here we go. Hey, kill. Good. Hey, kill.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Now Prescott going to change the play.
We're going to 53.
There again is Cooks, complete. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it second and goal.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on second and goal.
Here we go, 46. Hey, kill.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, go to 54, Why? Here we go, kill. Hey, 47. Here we go, 47.
Lamb will go in motion.
47. Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll send one of those two tight ends in motion. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
We're going to 54. Wide.
Pollard is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Wide. Hey, kill. Here we go, going to 53. Hey, kill. Here we go, kill. Hey, 47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
Here we go, 47. Go. Get out there. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Wide. 47. 26.
Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Miami set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll look to Mostert to start things up. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 101 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Hey, get set.
Now 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
In motion goes the tight end. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2. Let's go.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. This is 1st and 10. Now Tua. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Tua to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
It didn't take long to see our first. Did it.
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, y'all. Let's go, man. Here we go. Hey,
already here, they're audible to something else. Lamb in motion left. A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5.
Going to 53.
Going to run again here with Pollard. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Hey, kill. Here we go, going to 53. Under.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Got it.
A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams.
And just shutting him off there. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action now, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
47. Here we go, 46. 26.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
At the Broncos' 49-yard line.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Here we go 46, 40. Here we go 47.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Go to 54, go to 50, 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. A gain of 22.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, kill. 47. Then we're going to 53. Good.
Prescott on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys! 31 yards for Tony Pollard. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's able to get this out past the 40. These two teams all tied after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down, Williams. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. Bulldozes past. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. And now here come the Cowboys. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
15 on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 16-yard line.
Kill. Hey, 47. Go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Here we go, 47. Here we go. 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Rolling to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in.
In motion left goes Cooks.
26.
Here's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 124 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well. Hold up. Hey. Gun.
On 1st down, Wilson eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
What?
3rd and 5.
14. Good luck.
They'll send Judy in motion left.
To throw is Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. He'll try to shake off the cobwebs from the interception he threw on the previous drive that led to the field goal, as now they're dealing with a little bit bigger of a deficit. 1st and 10.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Here's Pollard again. Shrugs him off.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Under.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
Go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Kill.
Now Prescott. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go, 47. Gun. 47.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. Here we go, 46.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
47. Here we go, going to 54, going to 50. Hey, kill. 47.
Prescott now. Flush to his right.
Going right back to Ferguson.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
0-0-0. Hey, alert. Got it. Start.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go down. Good job right there.
Now it's Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Down the sideline he goes.
And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Second down and 8.
All go special.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
140 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out.
And Williams is in for a Denver touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing, Prescott. CeeDee Lamb. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
In motion right goes Sutton. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline. Escapes the defender. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams, 82 yards. And the Broncos add 6 to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Cowboys 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The end result, 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Slot man moves right. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
That's good for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Prescott off play action. On the move to his left. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Prescott yet again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Wilson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down and 6 now.
36 power.
Wilson wants to throw it. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On play action, Prescott steps away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Well, Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
47. Good. Here we go, 46. 46.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense?
It's Madden NFL 24, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Denver Broncos.
And the punter, Rigoberto. is ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Trucks over him. Fights through him, now a crease. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Again, it's Williams. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. In motion right goes Sutton.
Throwing is Wilson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Holding offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Williams will try again. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Chris Manhertz, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
The moment Anthony Richardson's name was announced as the 4th pick in the 2023 draft, it changed the landscape and probably our viewing habits with the NFL. He is must-see viewing. Tremendous athlete, not a lot of experience, but the ceiling as high as it possibly can be.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Cowboy 80.
They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
In motion right is Pittman. Second down, another run with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Tackled on the play by Damari Mathis. 2nd and 5.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
In motion, the tight end.
18, 5 here.
Off play action, Richardson.
They'll roll him out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
In motion right is Pittman. On the counter, it's Taylor.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In motion goes the tight end.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Dragon 60. Hurt.
In motion right is Pittman.
7 Pirates.
Richardson looking to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let go.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
18, ready. Warriors 70. Riggs. Trap 60.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. That is caught. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
So not only did they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Motion man right, that's Pierce. On first down, Richardson.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Mustang 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now Richardson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson, 22 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over it. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
Still first down.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Samson Abuka in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Hey, alert. Four down. Booster, please.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway.
Delay of game, offense.
So they're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
In motion right goes Sutton.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And this throw incomplete. And the defender held over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Wilson from his end zone on 3rd and long. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
14, Colts 6. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Come on, set. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Check. 19 tight. 19, 18 Rattler. Hey, smash. Check, smash.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Go.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down. Flushed out right. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Pierce in motion left.
Trap 60. Cup 19. Cup Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
Richardson to the air on first down. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
60 Maverick. Panther 11. Panther 11. Steady.
Richardson on second and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
Ready! Smash! Hustle!
In motion right is Pittman. There Richardson back to throw it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3.
Run it! Hey, look. Spot that. Good.
And they'll send Judy in motion left.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. As they'll stop him with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
1st down, Denver.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half.
In motion right goes Sutton.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime with a visiting.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. McKenzie now from his end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Taylor. Shreds the tackle. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson. Out to his left. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Dragon 60. Riggs. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one finds Pierce right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
48-yard line.
70 Ranger. 19 tight. Street. 18 Rattler. Warriors 70. Trap 60.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Here's Moore on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down, it's Taylor. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
19 Lions. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Richardson going to change the play here. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's got some space here.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
And quickly they get to the line.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. So a loss of 5 and it'll be second down.
Come on.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
In motion right is Pittman.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right.
On third down, here's Taylor.
So they fall off the tackle, and that effort gets him to first before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Rig alert, rig alert. Panther 11, Panther 18, Pioneer. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, rig, rig.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
On the ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Roll, roll, roll. Ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
street. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18 rattler, 18 rattler. Take off.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Here we go, in and out, let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
Oh, and now some space to operate. He'll be dropped at the 30, but a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, it's Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Double count.
Here we go with Williams. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Let's go now. Trap 60, trap, cup 19, cup 19. Ready,
Richardson.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up, but does the big boy have the juice?
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So Richardson and the Colts now down by 15. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
Buffalo 18.
Now Richardson. Pass complete to Taylor. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's Richardson. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Ready.
Richardson to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Push left, push left.
Wilson wants to throw it. That is caught. It's Williams. A huge play there for Denver. And even 40 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Williams.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. And this time he is in.
Javonte Williams
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase.
He's got a man complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready.
One last shot for Richardson. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter, Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.